A lot of people say to me, Chris, this home is priced at, say, $500,000, and I just did the research, and it says that all the houses in this city, as an average, sell for 2% over the list price. I just Googled it myself. I looked it up on Zillow or Redfin, so 2% over, that would be on a $500,000 house, that'd be $510,000. Let's go ahead and submit $515, and then we'll probably get the house, right? And I say, you're close. You're really close, but that's not exactly the statistic we want to use. Welcome to my classroom. I'm Chris Collette, the real estate professor, and I want to talk to you a little bit today about some new buying strategies. And it's not that these are shiny or new or creative, it's just that they've kind of forced us to be a little bit different over the last couple of years in terms of how I coach my buyers, my clients, to finding the right home. A lot of this is centered around budget. So over the last year, 2, 3 years or so, we've found that the market's gotten a little crazy. People are writing 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I've written an offer on a home that got 43 offers and sold for $100,000 over the list price. Now, this wasn't $1 million home. This was a $400,000 home, and it sold for $100,000 over the list price. So while that home may have been priced a little too low, it's not unusual to see 10, 20, 30 offers on a well-priced home that's renovated and beautiful and in a high-demand area, some of the nicer cities or towns. So we've kind of had to change our strategy in how we approach homes. And this is how I coach my clients, is sort of the 3 ways for us to tackle how we look at homes relative to the price. So the first one is the one that everybody knows. It's the one that people talk about in the news. It's the one that everybody says, man, this market is crazy. If you're looking for a home and you want a home that everybody else wants, which frankly, that's kind of what everybody wants, right? If you want a good house, other people are probably going to want it too. You're probably looking at homes that came on the market on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and are going to show over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then they're going to have offers due on Sunday or Monday or maybe Tuesday. These are homes that will usually have an offer deadline, and when I'm listing a home on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm thinking I'll show it all weekend and I'll have all the buyers submit their offers by Monday night. If a home's going to get multiple offers, statistically, you're looking at anywhere from 3 to 12% over the listing price. Now, this is assuming it sells in the first weekend. I want to actually break a little bit of a myth here and then come back to this. A lot of people say to me, Chris, this home is priced at, say, $500,000, and I just did the research, and it says that all the houses in this city, as an average, sell for 2% over the list price. I just Googled it myself. I looked it up on Zillow or Redfin, so 2% over, that would be on a $500,000 house, that'd be $510,000. Let's go ahead and submit $515, and then we'll probably get the house, right? And I say, you're close. You're really close, but that's not exactly the statistic we want to use. What we really want to do is look at homes that have sold in the first weekend and how far over the list price did they sell. So for example, if you get rid of every house that's been on the market for 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 100 weeks, now you only see the ones that you're really going to be looking at, the good ones that sell in the first weekend. Those homes, 3 to 12% over the list price. If you're ever curious, in a certain town, maybe where you live, what is the statistic? Just shoot me the name of the town and I'll email you the results. So if we're looking at a home that came on in the first weekend, that's going to sell in the first weekend, you're looking at that price range. So if you're shopping, say, for a $500,000 home, really you should be looking at homes that are listed between $400,000 and $450,000 to make sure you can offer up to $500,000. Now, it doesn't mean the house isn't worth that. 99% of the time it's going to appraise for what you offer, because if everybody else is offering that much, that's what the house is worth, right? Something is worth what other people are willing to pay for it. Now, our second strategy, this is one where the home has maybe been on the market for a week, 2 weeks, just long enough that you know you're not going to be the only offer on the table, but not long enough that we think there's really anything wrong with the house. That's where we might say, look, the seller listed it at $500,000. Let's go ahead and put in an offer for $500,000. We're the only offer on the table. We're not competing against anybody else, but we'll leave all of our contingencies in. So we'll do a full home inspection. We'll ask them for money back if we find anything. We won't waive the appraisal contingency. It must appraise for $500,000. That allows us to still be aggressive and protect you in every way, and have the seller sort of get what they were hoping to get, or at least logically think they're getting at least what they're able to get at this point, just the list price. That strategy too. So if you're thinking, I need to get a deal. I'm not paying over the list price. I'm just not somebody who's willing to do that. What I usually do with my clients is I set them up on a custom search where I only send them homes that have been on the market for at least 10 days. That way, you're not competing against a million other people. You won't find out that the home is for sale until it's been on the market for about 2 weekends. That way you know that you can go in probably at the list price or maybe even a little bit under, get the house of your dreams without having to worry about all that crazy competition. The third option is one where people really want to get a deal or they refuse to pay the list price. Hey, if that's your strategy, more power to you. We know how to work with those buyers as well, and I'd love to work with you too. This is where we say, look, if you're going to get a deal, look for homes that have high days on market. That's how we measure how long a home has been on the market, days on market. So what I'll do in that case is set up a search, say, for 30 days or more on market. That way, if the home was originally listed at 500, at that point, you could go in at 450 or less and say, look, your house hasn't sold. There's clearly something wrong with it. Now, full disclosure between you and me, there's no such thing as a perfect house. Every house has its problems. The thing is that you get to decide which problems you want to buy. And if you look at a house and you think, man, this house is perfect, the problem is probably that it's too expensive. So in that case, if we're looking for which problems we want to buy, maybe you're thinking, hey, my brother's a contractor, he does plumbing work, and this house needs all new plumbing because it's really old and it's lead and we got to rip it out and it's really bad. Great. A lot of buyers don't want to deal with stuff like that, but you have an advantage because your brother's a plumber. So look for houses like that, and we'll set you up on a search that says, I'll send you houses once they've spent at least a month on the market. That way you can negotiate aggressively and buy the problems you prefer. So if you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing in Mass or New Hampshire, reach out to me and my team. Hope you have a great week, and I'll see you guys next time.